Hello everyone, Jamie here. Hope you are doing okay. So I've got a question for you. Do you get a burning sensation in your throat for absolutely no reason during the day, and it feels like you've swallowed sandpaper and it just really hurts when you go to talk to people? A few months ago I got diagnosed with silent acid reflux, and I've had to make some changes since being diagnosed with it, and my throat has improved. So I'm going to show you or share with you some tips and tricks that I found helpful. Now we're going to go to this website here. It's on the screen now. There we go. Clever, isn't it? Right, and it goes over what can be causing your throat to be burning. So what it's basically saying is, if you've been eating unhealthily, you've been eating large meals, you've been eating chocolate, coffee, and other known irritants such as alcohol, peppermint, spearmint, carbonated beverages, citrus juices. There's a ton of things that could be causing your problem, and it might sound really overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Don't worry. We're going to go over it slowly. So these foods that you're eating, it goes down to your stomach. Quite simple. There's some acid, though, can come up if you've got acid reflux, especially if it's silent acid reflux. You don't even get the heartburn. It just comes up, it starts to irritate your esophagus, and then it can make the vocal cords start swelling up because they're not happy. They're not happy at all. And then that's when you start getting that burning sensation because you've eaten the wrong thing. So what I started doing was I started writing down a little food diary. And again, it don't have to be overwhelming. I was just eating normally, and then I would write in it's usually my phone actually, my notes app, what I felt like after certain meals. So I thought I couldn't eat dairy, so when I ate mac and cheese with some chicken Kievs, I was thinking, oh, okay, my throat's hurting after this, it must be dairy. It turns out it was actually the garlic in the chicken Kiev that was irritating. I found other things that I can't eat now, flapjack, orange juice, some apples I can't eat, and it's because I've been doing a little food diary. So don't worry, you don't have to change your whole diet. You just have to kind of write down what is irritating your throat, and then you're trying to eliminate that from your diet, from your food. You know, try not to eat it. Some things that have been helping me, you're going to see this everywhere, it's apple cider vinegar. Now this is meant to be able to stop the acid, getting too much acid. I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. I actually take it because it's meant to help with weight loss, because once I've had a drink of it, I'm only having a little tiny bit in a glass with some water, and I feel quite full up afterwards, so that I'm not overeating. So that's why I like taking it. It's because I try not to overeat because my stomach's full up from apple cider. It is a bit of a weird taste though, and you should probably drink it with a straw because, for your enamel on your teeth, you don't want it to be burning that off. So yeah, I've been using that. It might even help you with your acid reflux as well. Fantastic if it does. Next thing I've been taking, I did have omeprazole, but that was interfering with my other medications, plus it wasn't working. Omeprazole was for acid reflux, by the way. It's a tablet you can take. That didn't work for me, so I've now started taking something called Gaviscon, and that's pretty good. After each meal, I'll take a spoonful of that because it's meant to try and stop the swelling in your throat. It's meant to, give it a nice coating, and it's meant to feel really good after that. And what is it? Ranitidine? I think it's ranitidine, or... Hold on 1 second, I'm just going to get them. I am taking another one called ranitidine. It's got another name of Zantac. Yeah, Zantac. And this is, you can take this in the morning and take it at night, and it's meant to stop with the production of acid in your stomach overnight, so that it's not coming up when you're sleeping. I think that's what it's meant to be doing anyway. And lastly, you're going to like this one. So what do you do if your throat is actually burning? You've eaten something you probably shouldn't have, and it's irritating. I know, because I like to have a bit of chocolate. If I've eaten too much, it soon lets me know. But gingerbread man. Now, it might seem I've gone absolutely nuts and gone a bit crazy, but ginger is really good for the inflammation of the vocal cords. So when your vocal cords are feeling really swollen, you can barely talk, I like to have the Gaviscon, then take the gingerbread man. What are you? It's good if you like ginger. And ginger nut biscuits. Don't take ginger powder though, because that's not good. You've got to take it in like food form, and there's not too many ginger cake, I guess. But it does wonders. I feel really good. Now it might seem like a placebo, but trust me, my body does not fall for placebo things. So if something's working, it's working. So this has been working for me. It might not work for you, you know. It's just, I'm just trying to help. This is something that's helped me, so I'm trying to show you other things that can help you. So let's go over it. So watch what you eat. Do a food diary to make sure what is irritating your throat, get to the bottom of it, and then, you know, try and stop eating it. So if you want to try and maybe lose a bit of weight and maybe get less stomach acid, apple cider vinegar, again, take it with a straw and you have to add water, and it does taste quite horrible, but that taste will go after about, I don't know, 10 seconds. Next, I used Gaviscon, and I have that after a meal and sometimes before bed, along with ranitidine, also called Zantac. And lastly, the secret weapon, Mr. Gingerbread Man. I'm going to have that. It's a good gingerbread man. And that will help take down the swelling, the inflammation of the vocal cords. And hopefully this will be okay. Like, I've really gone to extremes with it, because for lunch now I have a tortilla wrap, but I just eat the bread. And it might seem, oh Jamie, that's horrible, I don't want to be living like that, but I quite like the tortilla wrap by itself. So I'm just like, you know, trying to eat less of the bad foods and more good food. It's good for you anyway, just trying to eat, you know, more fruit and veg and stuff like that. Maybe not orange is bad for the throat. Yeah, you know, the acidity. Anyway, my friends, I hope this helps, because I've had this problem for 15 years and it's taken this long to realise there was actually food that was making my throat hurt. So if you have any questions, please ask. I will put some of the links in the description so you can read them if you want a bit more about what's going on with silent acid reflux. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if I helped you. If I didn't help you, then subscribe. That doesn't make a lot of sense logically, but I think you should do it anyway. Goodbye, everyone.